What's up, everybody? Hopefully this is working. Shit. There we go. I'm trying to hurry. Okay. Hopefully it actually works this time. It says I'm live. It's got like an infinite window. I don't know what to do. I don't want to close that. Stop. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm scared. Just trying to get my phone into position. Hopefully, I can actually stream this time. I'm not gonna do my normal 2 hours. We're gonna do at least a half an hour. That's the plan. I would love to chat, but all I got is my phone, and I don't know how to fucking do the chat thing. I'll have to figure that out tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to do like 10 different streams in a row until I get it working. For now, this is just gonna have to be kind of like a really lame stream, I guess. I don't know. But you know, if you leave a comment and shit, I will reply. It should let you leave comments, and I could go back. I could reply to them. And if YouTube doesn't let me do that, I'll just I'll mention like responses in the next stream. I gotta figure out how to. I'm not entirely sure how to use Streamlabs. It's kind of confusing. I don't quite understand it. I gotta figure out how to get it to work. And this, because it was firing the same code twice. It was oh shit, that was my desk. Because the way I had it before, instead of using an array, I had separate cards, and each card had its own script, and all the scripts were the same, which was what handled the card flicking interaction. Basically, how you control your cards, your card controller, right, you could say. And it was firing multiple instances of multiple different scripts, but they were all the same. And I think that was the problem. I need one controller that controls all of them. That way we can get a proper negative, positive response. Because before we was getting a double positive when it was in between or transitioning between one card and another card when you move your cursor over it. So we have where it is if self equal card A. I forgot. I don't think I wrote anything down for this either. That's the problem. Paper notes here. I might have to pull out some other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull these notes out. Just pop these out real quick. I gotta clean it up. It's just confusing. There's just too much going on in here. That's old. These are old errors that pertain to how I was doing the script before, which was one script per card. So basically each card had its own controller, which is just dumb as hell. I don't know why I did that. Because it was just causing so many problems. I didn't realize how bad of an issue that was causing. So far, so good. We got a green dot, still live. We got an orange connection, whatever that means. I created a generic template on my browser for YouTube. That way I can prototype, or not prototype, but I can test shit a lot easier. Because having to make a new thumbnail every time is just a pain in the ass. So I can just have this like generic thumbnail, and it's less annoying. And then I can just change it later when the stream is done. So I gotta make another thumbnail. I gotta make a generic playing for fun thumbnail. So it won't have a picture of the game I'm playing or the name of the game. It'll just be like, here's a generic thing, and I'll switch it later once the stream's over. Because the phone is just so temperamental. I tried streaming just Godot, but it crashed. So I think I have to stream the entire screen. But we're doing good. We're 6 minutes in. We just gotta keep it up for at least 23 more minutes. Alright. So, let me check over my notes. Okay. Get rid of these garbage notes. Let's do debugging notes. Non-array multi-controller causing double. How do we spell double? I'm not on a keyboard. I'm using my pen. Double miss triggers. Due to not using one controller with proper arrays. So that is my first note. I think that's the problem. It might not be. I'll have to cross it out if that's not the case. To be honest with you, I think my logic was fine. It was just the double, because it's trying to target self for every instance of a card. So anytime you touch both of them really quick, or you're touching both of them at the same time, you're going to get two positive triggers, or you're going to get a really fast positive, negative trigger. And that's not, that, like, just smearing your mouse back and forth really fast can cause that's really fragile code. It can't, that's just not going to work. Move the slide code into its own function. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say no. Function extern. No. pretty good with logic. I'm pretty sure the way the script was only targeting one card was the issue. You can't really use... I don't think you could use self on an array. I'm not sure how that would work. Unless it's like some like it encompasses the whole array type property or method. If it's self on array on one of its data points inside the array, I don't know. I don't think that's how that works. This is just, I don't even know what this is. This is a password. I don't know what that is. Okay, this is a cool note. Buying, breaking loops, and some design notes. Yes, so we can keep that. That's just design related. We'll just stick this over here. Okay. Now we can start doing stuff. Right now, we're just gonna get rid of the shitty self-target system, and we're gonna have it target the array. So we're just gonna close this out. Well, not close. We're gonna minimize this. Go the card outputs, because now I have the script on hand and we're going to have to target the individual cards. Right now we're just going to work on 2, and we're going to have a minimum hand size of 4, but you can change your minimum and maximum hand size in real time. It's like a new mechanic I thought up. It's pretty crazy. It could backfire, and you could either have like just one card in hand, and you just be like basically screwed. It's just another way to pay for cards. Like you sacrifice a card slot to pay for it, so you don't have to use resources. Very dangerous. My butt. Alright, so I gotta write down a note. So, what script is this called? It's called the card controller. I'm pretty sure it's called card slide. Yeah, we need to call it the card controller. Card slide script. Controller, kind of like a player controller. That's how I look at it. That's basically how it functions. Because the camera is a fixed position. I'm gonna have some sweat. That's semi-fixed. It can move to another fixed position depending on morale. I'm gonna have like a morale system. The higher the morale you have, the closer you get to your enemy's base. So you have different battles at different parts of the level. That way you can have different maps and different terrains and all sorts of different cool stuff, which I think is really cool. So it still has that that base genre, gameplay type where you have your your base, and then you summon monsters, and then they run out and they fight in the middle. Like that mechanic is still preserved, but the map is bigger. Technically not bigger though. It's weird because you can't, like, once you build an outpost, you have to build an outpost before you can go past it. Because I don't want mini-map nonsense. If that makes sense. Like, I don't have to, like, navigate them. That sucks. That is anti-strategy. That's just whoever's quicker with the mouse. I don't want that. I mean, that's always going to be an issue, the speed at which you place, because it is going to be real time. But it's also going to, like, you can't just spam your cards out really quick either, unless you're playing like a really, like, all the cards in your deck, or, well, army or deck, whatever you want to call it, are like really cheap, and then you can spam them out quicker. So I don't want the mouse to be the like how fast you use the mouse, how fast you play your cards, to be the deciding factor. I want that, I don't want that to be really high up on the list of requirements. I also have to add in prefixtures for one of your cards. Like, when you play a card, it has a default position, but you can go in your deck editor and then you can choose which formation it has, so where it spawns legally, where you could spawn it, and then have like an alternate key where you can just put it wherever you want in game. Like, you can just be like, okay, I don't want to use the fixed position, I want to use a custom position. This way it evens out the playing field for people who aren't as fast with the mouse, because it's supposed to be a strategy game. The downs, like, it's because I like real time. It's really fun. It's like really fun to watch, and it's really fun to play. But it's also not as strategic. It does dampen the strategy. So I have to make a counterbalance to that style. Anyways, let's go up here. I gotta remember what everything is. I guess I don't need to write a note on my book. We'll just do Godot script notes. Add specific card exceptions here and get logo, mouse position, self that position. Okay, this is literally just card drag. Keep in mind, I was nowhere near as experienced as I am now. I coded this back in, let's see, February this year. This was back in February. That was before I was streaming as much as I was. So card drag. Literally. What card? Well, we know it's a card controller. Why would we mention it? Drag. We have to define, instead of making it self, we need to make a variable so when we're hovering over a child of P1 hand, so basically we want this to only recognize its children and nothing else. We can append it and add stuff to it, because the mechanic, for example, that I was talking about earlier. We can do all sorts of stuff, but I think the best strategy for coding this would be it ignores all other things except what's inside of it. So I need to make a variable that checks to see if whatever it's hovering over is a child, or like is of itself, and then that should be a good starting point. There might be an easier way to do it, but we don't need this node anymore. That's super amateur of me right there. That's like, you could tell how inexperienced I was reading these notes. Also, it was running, so I'm correct in that, but it was also 2 different scripts. I was getting 2 triggers. I was getting 2 positive triggers because each script has to run, and if they're both true, they run at the same time. So we're going to make a to-do list for this function. I think that's the best step right now, is we just need to make a bunch of to-dos. Change self to a more dynamic node check. Should only check for its own children, obviously. At least I know what's going on now. I was doing I was crazy, man. I rewrote this code like 10 times when I was working at the janitor job. I rewrote the logic like 10 times. I'm like, why is this not working? I just didn't even realize I had 2 scripts on each card, with 1 on each card. It didn't even occur to me that was the problem. Usually, if you gotta rewrite your logic 3 times, there's a good chance it's not the logic. As long as you're confident you're writing logic and it makes sense to you, like, and you're not fucking the logic up. Hoover state isn't checking layers. No, it was working. It was just fucking multiplying. I was getting too much stupid shit. Oh, this is so weird. It's like because I'm looking at my phone through my computer screen through a webcam, so there's like a slight delay. It's really floaty. Because I need to buy one of those USB-C to HDMI's. That'd be dope. Because I got a keyboard and mouse for the phone. And I believe that's, so for the card drag, that should be the only to-do. So now we're going to get this. This might be the only thing I have to do for the entire script. Just I have to do it for each function. So card slide. This is purely cosmetic. I would like to have a color here. What if I hover over this? Does it tell me all of them? It does not. I have no way of checking because if it opens up a browser, the stream would probably crash and then I'm fucked. I don't want to touch anything. I want to at least, when we get to the 30-minute mark, I'll start doing some more risky shit. See how the stream handles it. It's a pretty boring stream so far. Alert to do, I don't know. Caution warning, danger. List, fix me, update, I don't fucking know. Okay. Cosmetic Yeah, this is like for everything. I'm just gonna move this to the top. This is getting kind of stupid. I'll just create a list of every function that needs it underneath the to-do list. We don't need to do that. We have an array, so this is not required. So to-do, change that to a more dynamic node check var. Alert following is a list of functions that need this. Should I do it? Yeah, we'll do a bullet. Fuck it. So we had card drag, card dragon. What? I can't believe I just made a typo and it was dragon. Card slide. Basically, this entire episode is gonna just be debugging. like it's fucked. It's so fucked. It's just gonna be all debugging. I guess I could show it real quick. I mean, it's kind of too late now because I changed it. But we're gonna go ahead and kill this because this if statement is broken. Indent doesn't. Oh, I see. So we'll go ahead and hit save all scenes. It's probably gonna do nothing now. I'm pretty sure I just broke it. But we can go in here and see what happens. Hopefully don't crash nothing. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Sorry, everybody. I'm in the wrong thing. Oh, this is the battle map. Where did my camera go? Did I disable the camera? What's going on? I'm scared. Cancel. That's strange. Does this use the camera? C index. I think I'm gonna change this because I don't like that. That looks like Cinderex, and I don't like how that looks. So we're gonna change that just so I can read it better. And it looks like we made it to the 30-minute mark. Attempt to assign object no duty into something. Unable to correct one. Okay, I think I know what's wrong. That's the last thing I was working on. I remember now. So there's this cool little thing where you can bind to a function. It's a way to write. So instead of connecting signals through the thing over here, you could just do this binding thing. It's really cool, and I like it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kill this temporarily. I'm gonna have to bring it back. Just oops. Toggle comment. I think that caused it to crash, and that's why it didn't show nothing. And it crashed again. What's causing it to crash? Slow down delay. You know what? Let's just remove the script. We won't be able to do nothing, but you at least see stuff, I guess. The camera should be fixed. I don't understand. Ow, fuck. That's weird. Where'd my graphics go? Where are my graphics? Everything's hidden. What? Hands on. What is this? Just hands up. Very strange. Game spawns. This is the how the map works and stuff. Test period. Made it to the 30-minute mark. Yay! Had some cool stuff. You could, when it was working, kinda, you could move the cards around, but there's some glitches. The main glitch being you could drag two cards out at the same time. You're not supposed to be able to do that. And the sizes would change. They wouldn't, like, because there was an accessibility feature where when you hover over it, they get bigger, and then when you pick it up, I think it's like it's supposed to stay that size, but then it caused the other card to shrink for some reason. It's weird, just some minor cosmetic glitches. But some of the cool things were is that you could move it out of your hand zone, the card would disappear, and it would be replaced with a green floaty spinning arrow, which is a placeholder for what the card actually is going to look like when you summon it. It's like a ghost, and when you let go, the actual thing becomes real. And then you can cancel as well. I think it's like right click or something like that. So if you don't play it, the card teleports back to the hand zone. Stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Problem is, I should have used an array. I was trying to be lazy, and yeah, I gotta fix this shit. Can I click this? Uh-oh. Well, we're screwed now. Alright. Oh my god. Do not press that button. Do not press that button. I am terrified. Just go back to Godot. Do not click online docs. Holy shit. I tried. I said I would experiment with the stream. That might cause it to crash. It seems to be working better when you have this thing down here. I don't know what to do. What do I do with this? Do I maximize it? What does that do? What does this do? Oh god. I clicked it. Oh no! I shouldn't have pressed that button. Ah, fuck. There's the chat. What does that do? I don't think that did anything. I don't know how to fix this. Do I just go back to Godot like this? And then go to Godot? Oh, infinity!